What's up? Welcome back to my channel, or for the first time if you're new, I'm Sylvan, and today I'm going to be reacting to Star Odyssey, an animated short for Genshin Impact. This is the Skirk animated short. I am so fucking excited for this. I did not realize this was going to come out tonight. I was expecting maybe her teaser, so I'm not going to delay at all. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, leave a comment on your thoughts, and let's get into this. Alright, starting with space. Interesting. Whoa. Yes, Descenders. Is this Sertology speaking? Not yet worthy. Oh. Oh, is this just essentially a music video? Oh, I hope that's the case. Jesus, okay. Wow. This is insane already. Oh. So Sertology, or whoever that was, broke their way through so Skirk could arrive. I'm loving the guitar here. If you seek a means to defeat me... Oh. That changes things. Does she want Sertology dead? Or someone else? From another place, another world. Oh, she's met Alice? She's met Alice. Where? Okay, she's traveling the world. Dainsleif! She's faced off against Dainsleif? Oh my god, she knows everybody! Leeway? Inazuma? I'm loving the song. Ooh. Yeah, she's fighting the Abyss. Jesus Christ! Just like that. Those impact frames were so fucking good. All of the blades. Oh, the glass breaking? Oh. She was there then? She found our drawing? We were so much closer to Skirk than we ever realized. Unless that's just metaphorical. That's it? Holy shit, what the fuck? Oh, I love that. I love that, but I want more. So this animated short really does break open a few things for our understanding of Skirk as a person. Who Skirk is, where they came from, what their purpose is, where they have been. Skirk is all but in name a descender. Someone from beyond the false sky. Someone who has come to Teyvat from beyond, but she has not earned the title of Descender. A Descender is one who has not only come from beyond, but has the power to reshape the fate of this world. We know this to be the case. All of the Descenders we know of fundamentally altered the course of history, reshaped the world as they wished it, including us. But Skirk is not that. And the reasoning given is because this mysterious voice that I'm just going to call Sertology for the time being, but it could be a lot of different people or things. They are the one who opened the way for Skirk. For whatever reason, for whatever purpose, Skirk's way into Teyvat was opened by Sertology or whoever they may be. So much is still unknown, but we are getting answers here. They merely are answers that give us more questions. One thing that does come to mind, though, for me, when I see this, of saying that Descenders are more specifically not only those who came from beyond, but have the power to reshape fate. It brings me back to the fact that our sibling is not a descender. Is it possible, then, that for whatever reason, we have the power to change the fate of the world, but our sibling does not, hence them needing the loom of fate? Is there something that we have that our sibling does not, or that they have lost? We know it's not the power that was taken from us by the sustainer of heavenly principles, because we are still a descender currently. But it makes me think that either after their journey, or just something more fundamental, causes our sibling and us to have different qualifications for why one of us is a descender and the other is not. And this points to maybe it is just that capacity to change the fate of the world. But I don't know what the qualifier for that is either. It's just a thought that's coming to mind. It's the first step towards understanding the possibility of what that may be. But to get back to the actual content here, another thing I find interesting is when we have these shots of Skirk shooting down through the fake sky onto Teyvat. She already has these abyss limbs. If you've read the little sort of comic type thing that they released recently for Skirk, or seen any of the memes recently because of it, you would know those limbs are replacements made out of abyssal energy. By the time she is falling to Teyvat, she has already been training and lost her limbs. Beyond Teyvat, Sirtology was training Skirk for whatever reason. A brutal form of training that caused her to lose her limbs and need to replace them. And then, for some purpose, Sirtology casts Skirk down onto Teyvat, at which point she begins her journey, a journey of her own. And as she pierces the clouds, she is like the gacha animation. She is the star shining, coming down to meet us. It's a really interesting and good touch. And as she falls, we see that whenever this was, it was within the last 500 years, as Farina is here. And we see a brief moment of Nouvelette. Skirk has been here only since after the fall of Conria, or at the very least this time. It's possible she's been here before, but I don't think so. That feels counterintuitive for what is happening here. But then finally she lands, landing in the ocean. The oceans of Fontaine. The place that Skirk's journey began was Fontaine, it would seem. And it's here where the purpose of her journey is given to us. If you seek a means to defeat me, Sirtology, or whoever else it may be, the one who trained Skirk, the one who put her through this torturous ordeal to become as powerful as she is. It's unclear why he's allowing such a journey, but one of the sinners, Sirtology, has allowed their student to travel the world in search of way to defeat them. And the way to do that, the way to find that means, is to walk the path I once walked, the path that Sirtology did. It's awfully reminiscent of our journey, isn't it? We are traveling a journey across Teyvat to find our sibling, and when we finally did find them for the first time, they told us, complete this journey, the one that I have already completed, and then you will understand. At the end of our journey is something that our sibling wants us to understand, and at the end of Skirk's journey is a means to kill their master. But as she rises out of the water and the music kicks in more fully, Sirtology reminds Skirk, you do not belong here. You, though not a descender, are not from this world. It is not your home. Do not become attached to this place. Do not become invested in a place you do not belong. It is a means to an end, a journey to be fulfilled and nothing more. You are a trespasser in this sealed off land. And we know that in one sense, she is doing a good job of that. She is a mere ghost, a mystery, someone barely believed to exist. But there is at least one place where we know that that is not the case. At least one person we know she has put a lot of investment in, a lot of care into as well. We'll get to that soon. We see as Skirk passes through a freezing tundra that she has met Alice before. Perhaps this is somewhere in Nodcry or Snezhnaya, hinting towards where we will meet Alice. Maybe it's Dragonspine, just from an odd angle. Either way, she has met Alice before. One of the other most important and mysterious figures in all of Teyvat, someone who knows of the world beyond, at least in some way. Perhaps Skirk sought her out for some reason, something related to her journey, but this makes it sound more like they just crossed paths by happenstance. A rather fateful meeting, though, nonetheless. But she continues on. She passes through the deserts of Sumeru, the ruins of a fallen civilization. She finds Dainsleif, seemingly crossing blades with him. This man, who understands who the sinners are, questions a fighting style he very well may recognize. Surely Dainsleif has a lot of questions for who Skirk is and what her purpose is. The conclusion to this we have no clue, though. It's impossible to say what their relationship ended up being after this interaction. But of course, Dainsleif's bigger concern was where Sirtology was. If Skirk's mission truly is to find a way to kill Sirtology, I imagine that Skirk and Dainsleif would get along very well, or at the very least be able to find common ground. We see her continue her travels, and eventually she comes across a boy, someone lost in the abyss, someone who will certainly die without her help. So she took them in, trained them, and that boy, that child, became very powerful thanks to her. And we know that she went easy on him, did not train him as harshly as Sirtology did her. After all, Child is here, eagerly asking, "Are you going to fight me with both hands today?" We knew this was a fact about her already for a while, that she would easily be able to beat him with just one hand. But we also recently, in that same comic I mentioned earlier, learned that the reason she held back so much had an arrogance to it, a confidence in her own power and a lack of his. But it was born out of an understanding that he would be hurt beyond repair by it if she went all out. That is her main bond with this world. Regardless of what her general philosophy is of the people of this world, when she was faced with a young child guaranteed to die without her help, she did help them and train them. But then from here we move on to show her battle against the Abyss at all corners of the world. She does not stand idly by. When faced with the Abyss, she cuts it down effortlessly. Enemies that in Natlan were the entire threat, armies worth of people, cut down in a single slash. But then we find her journey brought her to nearly cross path with ours at least once prior to now. These are the drawings we made to tell our story to Paimon at the beginning of the game. And they're just drawings in the sand at the beach. They wouldn't survive long. So it seems Skirk was in Mondstadt at the same time as us. Beyond us meeting in Fontaine when we faced the Narwhal, we did almost cross paths here, at our beginning point. What would have changed if that had happened? Quite a bit, I imagine. But as the animation ends, we see her once again looking to the sky, the fake sky, the sky that she broke through, the one she knows is false, and she sees a shooting star. Another person broken through the veil, or just a false star? Who's to say? Probably a question that goes through her mind whenever she sees one. Skirk is a very interesting character already. Inevitably, from a lore standpoint, she holds the key to so much, but it also seems she is not nearly as passive a player as we thought. She has not been sitting by in the abyss. She has actively been on a journey of her own, crossing paths with some of the most important people in this world, all to kill the man who put her here. The reasons why, we can speculate, but it's all just speculation. In the description, though, it seems we have a little bit more information. Looking up, she could see the night sky embracing all that is. In that moment, 1,000 emotions crystallized into questions. Where hang the sun and moon? What canvas depicts the stars? The infinite universe and breadth of time question the smallness of man. It is these small specimens of mortality who may embark on long voyages, the power to create miracles firmly within their grasp. Skirk is someone who has seen the vastness of space, the infinity that is beyond that which cradles and holds and contains Tevat. And yet she sees mortals, perhaps like her, we do not know how long she has lived, and recognizes their ability for miracles. These small specks in reality, who could not even survive traveling by any conventional means to the next thing in space nearest to them, let alone break through the firmament. But they embark on such long journeys. They grasp fate itself, miracles, anything they can, and they make incredible changes. They do so much, despite how inconsequential they are in the grandness of it all, and mix all of that in with an understanding that they are trapped here. She looks to the night sky and knows it is not the true sky, not the true night, not the true stars. And she knows of those beyond it, those who can traverse it nonetheless, what they have done to her, what they did to bring her here. But now to finish out, I couldn't help but notice that the top comment, the pinned comment, is, I believe, the lyrics to the song, which I love a lot as well. I want to look at them. If your long journey makes you drift too far away, and if the dust and time still weigh you down, pulling you astray, if passing years change you somehow, fret not. This simple rhyme will still be there with you now. Skirk is on a long journey, so are we. We will drift far in that time, and everything that happens, everything we do, everything we witness, will weigh us down, and perhaps pull us astray, and it will change us in ways we do not know. But that is not to be feared, as this rhyme is here for us. Please know that I stay to wait. Please know that I stay to see. Through all the changing seasons, sun and rain, right here I stand. I am still here, waiting for you. Here I will stay. At the end of this journey, no matter what it does to you, to change you, to weigh you down, to lead you astray, I will be there. Who I is? Who knows? For us, we would at least hope it's our sibling. For Skirk, it's impossible to know, at least for now. But it is a comforting thought that no matter what happens on our journey, or Skirk on hers, there is someone waiting for us. These silent, fading melodies hold memories from our past, you see. These gentle echoes still convey old promises from you and me, offering comfort through the silent years, dispelling lonely fears. No, I wait. I wait. I wait. No, I wait. Wait for you. This song carries the weight of our memories, of this vow that I will be there in the end. No matter how many lonely years it takes for you to complete that journey, I will wait, and I will be there in the end, whoever I may be. That is the old promise between you and me, when you set out on this journey. In the case of Skirk, because inevitably this is about Skirk, perhaps it is someone else from beyond the sky that she knows, who she promised to return to after her journey here in Tivat. And if that is the case, I cannot wait to learn more. But with that, I think I've touched on just about everything here, so I will leave it there. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment on your thoughts, and I hope you all have a great day. Goodbye!